NFL playoff memes to choke a gigantic lead to Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. Packers fans, you're just like me now. You're in Cabo, you're in Cancun, you're fighting Jalen Hurts for a floaty. The Rams, after barely beating a team with a losing record in the playoffs when they were double-digit favorites. Listen, this is the NFL playoffs. Everyone's a contender, and the only objective is to move on. Okay, it's really that Bryce Young is a dog. This isn't the Rams' fault. It's not the Rams' fault. Bryce Young, Jalen Coker is him, actually. NFL fans watching the Panthers put up a great fight in the playoffs after everyone wrote them off, including me. Including me.
You have my respect, Stark.
I miss Avengers. Y'all mind if I drip out for the memes video? Just this once, though. This isn't gonna be a thing, so I don't think it's gonna be a thing. I might have just recorded Double or Nothing, and it might have been a fucking banger. Bryce Young looks like a middle schooler running off the field after an interception.
During the regular season, and he's got one here of Bryce Young.
He kind of does. Unfortunately, listen, guys, I'm not a big guy, okay? I'm actually, you know, we say I'm 6'5", I'm actually 5'9". Granted, handsome, Giga Chad, gay, wealthy, so it works out for me. But I met Bryce Young. Bryce Young was a couple titches shorter than me. Great guy, though. He was a great guy. And you want to hear something else about Bryce Young? Because I have been a certified Bryce Young defender. I have been a certified Bryce Young defender. I've always said, don't write him off, don't write him off, don't write him off. I met him at the Super Bowl last year. He was there doing some press stuff. Obviously, wasn't playing, right? And he dashed me up. He's like, yo, bro, I appreciate you saying that about me on your videos. And I don't know exactly what he was referencing, but he knew that I was a certified Bryce Young defender, and one day me and Caleb Williams will have the exact same interaction. One day Caleb Williams is going to have the bust down Megan Thee Stallion long ass gripper nails, and he's going to dap me up, and it's going to sound like a sonic boom. The cleanest fucking dap of all. It was like my Cam Newton dap. It's going to sound exactly like that. And he's going to say, thank you for being #1 Caleb Williams defender, enjoyer, glazer. And I'm going to say, listen, it's all in a day's work, Caleb. And then we're just going to ride off into the sunset on our horses. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Young, after his government mandated interception stuff. Oh my God. Do you guys remember my Wheel of Mutt season where I couldn't not do this? Do you guys remember the Wheel of Mutt year where I literally had to throw a fucking interception on the first drive every time? I don't know what got into me, but you guys got to show a little respect. I don't do that shit anymore. I rarely throw interceptions now because I'm him. I might turn the ball over. You know, I'm not saying I don't turn. I might go for it on 4th and not get it. But I don't be throwing interceptions like that anymore. Jimmy Horn Jr. just dropped the Panthers season. Uh-oh. You could tell that, like, the moment hadn't caught up to him yet because his level of frustration for that level of drop did not seem to equate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's acting like this is a regular season game where they're just stat padding. Bro, this is like the playoffs. Jimmy Horn Jr. with the Panthers. Okay, no, we're not comparing them. This Mark Andrews catch was like a you better fucking catch that ball. Jimmy Horn's was moderately difficult. Whoa! Dude, how are they convincing this chick to do these videos? I suppose she can't really put up a fight. I'm sorry. The Panthers, when they see Jimmy Horn Jr. in the locker room. Hey. Bryce Young looking at Jimmy Horn Jr. trying to leave the stadium after the game. Gotta post up upon him. Nah, bro, that Panthers team's gonna be fucking nasty. Panthers are gonna be an actual serious team for the next 2 years. I think they gotta pick up some defensive guys. I really like, you know who's so good? Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson for the Panthers has been playing his freaking out of his mind. Because who'd they lose? They lost Brian Burns, right? They used to have Brian Burns and they lost him to the Giants. They need some pass rush. You go ahead and get the Carolina Panthers very serious edge rusher. Ooh-wee. Or maybe just a different defensive coordinator. I don't know. But Carolina could be very seriously good. Other Rams wide receivers watching Matthew Stafford and Puka today. That's kind of how it always goes, though, you know? Since being anti-Semitic on accident, Puka Nacua has balled the fuck out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Matthew Stafford, after playing like shit all game to set up an artificial game-winning drive and barely...
Walk shit down! He's right.
I walk shit down.
He's right.
Dude, fuck 6'9" post jail or wherever the hell he got of has been on a run. Davante Adams got teleported to the pearly gates after this hit. This was such a stupid fucking hit. I remember watching this and thinking, do not clobber him. You're going to get a penalty. Clobbered him. Got a penalty. Just actually stupid. I know that it's football and in like 20 years ago you could do that, but this is a playoff game and you're 100% getting a penalty every time you do that. It was just dumb. You know why it's dumb? Because that's such a hard ball to catch. It's a hard ball to catch anyway. Just use your arms and rip through and go for the ball. You are not Cam Chancellor and this is not the 1990s, bro. You can't hit people like this anymore. Davante Adams after Matthew Stafford's hospital pass.
I gotta get the fuck out of here before I lose my fucking life. I ain't never been hit this many fucking times in my career. Every game I get fucked up.
I respect the honesty though. Do you ever like have a casual conscious moment? Hear me out. Just let me walk you through this scenario. I didn't go to the gym for like 3 days. I go to the gym on that 4th day and my body is so ready to work out because I haven't gone in 3 days. And I lift hard and heavy and I run and I do cardio and it was a great lift. And the next day I'm so sore. So sore. Like I get out of bed and I'm like, dude, holy fuck. I can't even half walk right now. And then you watch these NFL players. Do these guys just exist in a constant state of utter pain and agony? Do you know what I'm saying? These guys get absolutely beat the fuck up every single day, week in and week out, and then extra hard on the weekends. I can't even imagine what that feels like. Puka Nacua switching from wide receiver to DB mid-play saved the Rams season. Yeah. Like, also, high football IQ. And he ripped through. He ripped through with his arm. It's funny, I think a lot of people always kind of, not that anybody really has any room to clown on Puka Nacua because he puts up ungodly seasons and he comes down with just ridiculous catches. But I think a lot of people clown on him because they think he like doesn't know football or something. The Panthers defense when they need to make one stop to save the season. I mean, what do we really expect? What do we really expect? How do they, come on, just let the guys go out on the field. Bryce Young to the Panthers D coordinator after the game.
I see you.
Dude, I don't know what it is in the NFL, but offenses got so much better and defenses did not catch up.
I see you.
That's just what it feels like. It's like all the offensive coordinators and the coaches figured some shit out and the defense is like lagging behind. Bryce Young has more fourth quarter touchdowns in the playoffs than Joe Burrow. That seems kind of cherry picked, but also insane if true. Bryce Young's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Oh my God. Can you imagine saying this last season? Can you actually imagine putting this out of your mouth? Or how about 2 years ago? Can you imagine saying the sentence and now getting absolutely clowned on? That is kind of crazy. Xavier Legette rode his horse today's playoff game to have 1 catch for 8 yards. He's milking that shit. He knows, bro. Are you kidding me? That guy was a round 1 pick, and you got Jalen Coker and T-Mac outplaying your ass by a mile. I'd be riding my horse, too. Get me a brand deal. Get me something while I'm still in the league. These two hate each other. Oh, are you kidding? Of course they hate each other. They fucking hate each other. And if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm in piss. Honestly, mad respect to Matt LaFleur for even going out there and shaking his hand. I would be so fucking enraged that I don't know that I could do that. I'd be tweaking. Look at Ben Johnson, this motherfucker, dude. He's such a cool... Oh, it's my goat, unfortunately. Ben Johnson knocking Matt LaFleur out of the playoffs.
You're out, LaFleur.
That's a catch.
You're out, LaFleur.
That's a catch.
And off of a massive comeback and a gigantic choke out of Matt LaFleur. MM loves high schoolers. I need LaFleur to not get fired for the next 2 years. I promise you, one of these handshakes will end in an actual fist fight. They genuinely fucking hate each other. It was probably that hatred that caused Matt LaFleur to choke. Caleb Williams finally finished a huge game he never did in college. I owe him an apology as a UW fan. He finally finished a huge game. What are you casualing about? Caleb Williams all season long. What are you talking about? Tyler Loop. Worse than that. That's insane. Fun fact, Colson Loveland is the only tight end with 8+ catches, 100+ yards in playoff history. Bro, there were multiple drives in that Bears-Packers game where he was literally just staring right at Colson Loveland and just throwing him the football every single time. Is insane. Ben Johnson, fuck the Packers, fuck them, fucking... No way. That gets me so amped. Oh my God, that gets me so amped. Packers versus Bears recap. Tough. Should have done it. 21-6. 21-6 in the fourth quarter. Should have done it. Literally. This is the perfect meme for this.
Taking the shot, fat ass.
It's the most perfect meme for that. The Packers with a double-digit fourth quarter lead. I did see this comment. That Grapes clip is insane, though. How do you just sit there and laugh and not realize he's joking? Dude, listen, because natural selection is a thing. Because natural selection exists so that people like this just die, and then they can't breed anymore, and then the species evolves. And we've circumvented that with technology, and now we got a bunch of fucking idiots running around. Caleb Williams when Chicago needs him most. That's why he's round 1, pick 1. That's why he's one of the most game-changing, playmaking college football quarterbacks we ever saw. NFL scripted, that's way too much luck for a team. Fire LaFleur. So which one is it? Is it scripted or do you fire LaFleur? Because if it's scripted, then it's not LaFleur's fault. The Packers-Bears trilogy this season, really though. Really though. And the Bears were the good guys the whole time. Time for the cheese grater. Caleb Williams grading cheese after being the Packers. Give it to him.
Rivalries are made of.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Oh, I just wish I could have been my Lions. He did the Salt Bay. I just wish it could have been my Lions. The Chicago Bears down 21-6 in the fourth quarter. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
But not for me.
Wow. The Chicago Bears won all of these games this season. Yeah, that's actually why that comment pissed me off. I guess he's saying because it's a big game. The thing is the Bears don't have any big game. This is the first time they've got a real playoff game win in I don't know how long, but a long time. Yeah, I mean, they just Caleb Williams balled the fuck out. He just did. And the Packers love losing. Matt LaFleur, Ben Johnson at his intro press conference.
And to be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
He knew that was a banger, too. Look at him looking around like, guys, you got to listen up because I've got a fucking bar for you. So everyone settle down. He knew it was going to be a banger. Yeah, that overtime game was insane, too. Packers, I know you missed your last two, Brandon, but we really need this field goal.
I'll have to boom one from 58
So, Brandon, why don't you just bury that bitch? Yoink. Matt LaFleur and Brandon McManus after choking away their season. See, that's the thing, though, is I don't think LaFleur can get fired. His regular seasons are too good. Like, how do you fire a coach that wins that many regular season games? Matt LaFleur blowing a 21-3 lead in the playoffs is even funnier when you realize he was... What? He was on the Falcons? What? He was the quarterback's coach for the Atlanta Falcons in 2015 and 2016? It really does all add up. Packers fans cleaning out Matt LaFleur's office after the game. Brandon McManus is very happy that the flack is going to LaFleur. And maybe it should. But McManus had such a shit game. Jordan Love when the Packers need him most.
Here, Jordan Love from Goodwill. Here at my off-season job for when we win the Super Bowl. I'm going to have to go crazy, though. Watson is out, but we got what it takes. Yeah.
Dude, they got this guy doing cameos, man. Not a bad way to make bread. Just simply look like Jordan Love. Also, Jordan Love threw fucking 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. I don't want to hear Jordan Love slander because of this, bro. Brandon McManus put up a generationally bad kicking game, and Matt LaFleur choked the shit out of that fucking game. And the defense let up 20... Looney Tunes ass play. This was a Looney Tunes ass play. And then he kicked it. And then it goes out of bounds. That play was insane. Packers brought in Micah and Trayvon and immediately got bounced in the first round.
I think not.
What are the odds?
Coincidence? I think not.
What are the odds? NFL scriptwriters absolutely cooking. The Ben Johnson effect. Chicago ended
25 with the fewest number of murders in 6 decades. Look at this. Police released preliminary crime statistics showing there were 416 murders last year. That's the lowest number since 1965.
This is the Ben Johnson effect, of course. Everyone's so happy in Chicago they don't want to kill each other anymore. It's not Chirac anymore, guys. It's Shy Dubai. It's Shy United Arab Emirates. It's all good. The Eagles after winning the Super Bowl last year.
But America, we are not going back.
We are not going back. We are choking to the San Francisco 49ers. True. Bijan Robinson lover says AJ Diva Brown. And then we get a Drake May gif. Why was AJ getting mad at Sirianni when he dropped a pass? Yeah, dude, I would love to know what AJ and Sirianni say to each other. Guys, Jalen didn't throw that last pass. It was Kevin Patullo. How do the Niners continue to do this, losing a star player every week? Yeah, and Kittle's out. Oh, my God. 75 overall gold Jalen Hurts did. That's a fucking banger. Okay, guys, the world is healing. The world is healing. This isn't some unoriginal suck me off comment. That's a fucking banger. Simon, this is a banger. Thank you for your contribution to Ghetto Gronk. Glock Purdy just torched that garbage defense. Yeah, Jalen Hurts was the problem. When his wide receivers dropped the ball 7 times last night, OC abandons the run. It's inconsistent with, bro, we don't care. We just want to be racist on the internet and laugh at memes. True. Jalen Hurts tossed a meatball sub into triple coverage with the Eagles season on the line.
The intended receiver.
Yeah, I mean,
sees that he's trying to break in.
We're saying all this.
The linebacker, and maybe.
And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, you want a miracle to happen with that throw. But this was the story of the Philadelphia Eagles all season long. Their offense sucked ass. This team won the Super Bowl. Saquon was like God last season. Everything was clicking. Their offense was trash all season long. So it then continued to be trash, and I shouldn't have been shocked, but I was, because I'm blinded by my hatred for the San Francisco 49ers. Literally blinded. Jalen Hurts when he has to throw instead of having a bunch of fat guys touch his ass cheeks. Okay. AJ Brown spent the whole season crying for more targets just to play like this. That one was so fucking bad. That one was so bad. You know why this one's so bad too? Is it's such a friendly pass. Jalen Hurts did not put like ultimate zip on this. He's not threading a needle. This is like the friendliest pass. And AJ Brown is not at full sprint. That is the friendly dude. Like, yikes. AJ Brown and Nick Sirianni had to be separated on the sideline.
Bounce. Sirianni on, get off the field.
Look at him.
And again, just a little colorful with this star wideout. They have a great relationship.
I don't know, Tom. Tom, I think you might just be saying that because you want to keep it kosher. I respect the PR play, though, Tom. I respect the, kids are watching. They love each other. I don't know. Tom Brady, AJ Brown, and Nick Sirianni have a great relationship. Big Dom was a better wide receiver than AJ Brown today.
He's everywhere. Where's his hands? Dom.
Yeah, but Big Dom's got a gut. Like, the gut can catch the ball. AJ Brown doesn't have that. That's an unfair advantage for Big Dom.
Keep being patient with you. That playful person that the Buffalo City by storm in his first interview, and he sat down and was like, yeah, I love cookies, and he had the
I love cookies.
That was all cool, but we give that curse to young players. Big Dom, you're supposed to be our number one.
Come on, man. And you're playing like a bum. Nick Sirianni watching AJ Brown walk back to the bench after every drop. 1K always open. 1K always open. He's always open. Yeah, Juwan Jennings. Money. Fucking money. That shit's money. That's beautiful. Jalen, it's the playoffs. Do something. Oh! Jalen Hurts when the Eagles need him to actually throw. Oh, God. You guys want to place bets on where this axe goes? Does it go straight into the dirt? Does it hit his foot? Does it go over the top? You'd have to release that thing real early to go over the top. not in the Jalen Hurts. Is he making a clip? Did he throw on the Jalen Hurts jersey? I was going to fuck up somebody's car back there. Jalen Hurts next season when the tush push gets banned.
You guys, good morning. Today's my official first day as a top paid UPS driver, man.
Jalen, it's the playoffs. We need you to step up. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It just wasn't in the cards for Philadelphia this year. It just wasn't. Eagles fans pretending to be a Make-A-Wish kid so they can meet Kevin. This will never not be funny. Oh! Little delayed, though. Little delayed on that. The 49ers continue to sacrifice a different player every week in order to keep McCaffrey healthy. These ones suck. Oh, injuries like that suck because it just doesn't feel like that should be an injury at all. The Eagles have never won another game since this moment.
Not so much anymore. Love this shit.
Yeah, you gotta respect Sirianni though, because he's exactly what you would expect out of an Eagles head coach. Like that's what your Eagles head coach needs to be like, or he's just not an Eagle. He's just not Philly. You're not gonna have some like ultra respectful suit and tie, prim proper, thank you ma'am, thank you sir. That's just not your Eagles head coach. The Cowboys seeing the Eagles checking into their hotel in Cancun. They're gonna be beefing. Are you kidding? You don't want those two teams in Cabo together. A.J. Brown and Nick Sirianni fighting over the last floaty at the resort in Cancun. We knew it was coming, guys. We knew it was coming. Justin Herbert in 3 career playoff games. He blew a 27-0 lead versus the Jaguars, threw 4 interceptions versus the Texans, and scored 3 points versus the Patriots. And I'm going to be honest, this is the only one I'll give him a pass for because that O-line was atrocious. This is the only one I'm going to give him a pass for. He was in piss. The Chargers flew across the country to kick a field goal. That's fucked up. Especially after watching like all of the incredible playoff games that we watched, then to watch that dud. Shut the fuck up. This should be illegal. Dead ass, this should be illegal. You should not be allowed to make this GIF. You should be put in jail for creating what you've created here. I'm not kidding, man. You should not. Jesus Christ. Daniel Jones has more career playoff wins than Justin Herbert. How is this Herbert's fault? Dude, it's not. It's Ghetto Gronk, okay? We don't take it that seriously. That's the whole point. Justin Herbert out here playing with 2 blindsides. 41 of 41, 36 of 37, and 39 of 40. Yikes. Well, dude, you got to think about it, though. Like, seriously, Rashawn Slater, first-round pick, excellent tackle. Joe Alt, incredible first-round pick. One of the best tackles we've seen in a long time, and they're both injured. Like, it actually, I'm not actually, you know, it actually is a really good excuse. That's what I'm trying to say. It's actually a good excuse. Nobody plays well without their O-line. You know what the Chicago Bears did in the offseason? They rebuilt their fucking O-line entirely. Drew Dahlman, Joe Tooney. And guess what? Playoff win. Chargers O-line summed up in one picture. Yeah, that's actually like, what the fuck are we doing? Actually, like, what are we doing? How does that happen? And who were you looking for, bro? Your quarterback's about to get sacked. Who are you looking for? Justin Herbert, 0.001 seconds after snapping the ball. Justin Herbert's record in the playoffs. Well, you know what? If you want to give him some shit, that Jaguars loss, give some shit right there. Drake May has more career playoff wins than Justin Herbert. Wow. Justin Herbert seeing Drake May and Caleb Williams get playoff wins before him. That does got to be frustrating.
To learn this power?
That just gotta be frustrating. Herbert, as soon as the playoffs start. Stupid. Justin Herbert under the postseason lights.
No, get those lights off. Off.
It's too bright.
They're too bright.
It's too bright. Justin Herbert, when you ask him to win a playoff game.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
I miss Saban.
I'm not going to. So
I miss Saban as a coach so much. Chargers fans realizing Herbert is never beating the playoff allegations. Wait.
Long and look at
Milton Williams busted Mike Vrabel's lip while celebrating.
Mike Vrabel said, I told you were my man. And I'm going to say this about Mike Vrabel.
But you know what? That's fucking lit.
This guy has rematch. Some you got to love up a little bit. And I'll say
that's a real man's coach. It's a real man's coach. Career playoff touchdown passes. Shut the fuck up. Is this serious? That's horrible. That's actually horrible. Oh, God, that sucks. Justin Herbert and the Chargers going another season without a playoff win?
Anybody surprised about what happened? Nope. Is anybody surprised about what happened?
We should have known, guys. I just watched Ben Johnson walk in the locker room and go, fuck the Packers, fuck them. I fucking hate those guys. You got Brandon Staley. The Chargers O-line blocking for Justin Herbert.
Here comes the blitz and no one's blocking.
Yikes. Justin Herbert after the game. Oh, God, shut up. Going from watching the first four, this is kind of what I was talking about.
Sit down. Get in the back seat. Come on, man. You're doing too much. Sit down.
There's a Drewski skit for everything. My goodness. Justin Herbert when he sees Patrick Mahomes by the pool at the resort in Cancun. Just give him a little nod. Just give him a little, you go, Herbert. Yeah, just give him a little sauce and keep it pushing. Stop taking those hits. Learn from those mistakes. You're going to be a hell of a player in this. That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers throws a touchdown on the final pass of his career. Well, that's why he's the GOAT, you guys. That's why he's the GOAT. Ugh. You got to respect the fact, though, that Aaron Rodgers is very actively trying to stop this, and no one else really is. Like, look at Rodgers. He got in there and got a little something on him. What are we doing? Have we just resigned this game? Could have stopped that. Could have just been an interception in his career. The final pass of Aaron Rodgers' NFL career was a pick six. Hey, Aaron!
You messed up, Aaron!
Tell him. Aaron Rodgers disappearing into a random cave in Brazil for a permanent darkness ayahuasca retreat, never to be seen again. Steelers fans going to next season after bringing back Mike Tomlin and making zero big roster moves, expecting things to go differently than the past decade. Didn't Mike Tomlin step down consciously? This probably was posted before that. I believe. That Stranger Things finale was so fucking mid. It was so fucking mid. Okay, at this point, if you were going to watch it and you haven't seen it, I'm just going to give you the spoiler. Now, I'm not like a big Stranger Things guy, but I did watch the last season because all my buddies were watching it. And we get to the finale, and Vecna's whole thing was like resurrecting the Mind Flayer, and then 5 little fucking 12-year-olds beat that thing by itself. Are you kidding me? Who could have given a shit if the Mind Flayer even walked out? Who would have given a shit? Even if that thing got out to planet Earth, I'm talking one singular stealth bomber takes that thing out in a heartbeat. You need like 2 Marines and 4 grenades and that thing's gone. I could have personally fucked that thing up with a tank. And you don't even have to teach me how to drive it. I'll just figure it out. That thing was the most washed ass, maybe 50,000 years ago, that thing could have ravaged like the Mongols or something. But any small, they beat that thing with a flamethrower and 2 grenades and Millie Bobby Brown's dumbass, and she's wearing a fucking jumpsuit that does not look like a baddie. Wasted my eye. The illusion of free choice. Struggle early, late season turnaround, start hot, late season collapse. Either way, you don't win in the playoffs. This is straight up elder abuse. The NFL loves to show Aaron Rodgers getting his ass beat. They do love to show it. The Texans defense sending Aaron Rodgers into retirement. Yeah, Steelers, they're in the perpetual cycle of mediocrity. If you don't suck ass, you don't rebuild. And if you don't have a dynasty, you don't win the Super Bowl. If I look at all the teams that are really good right now, you know what they have in common? They sucked major ass at some point in the last 6 years. Denver Broncos sucked a major fucking ass. Remember when they had that one dude? Who was that dude who was so not qualified to be a head coach? I forgot his name, but he was ass. It's when they had Russell Wilson at quarterback. Oh my God, they were so bad that year. New England Patriots, post Belichick, Tom Brady, and Belichick for a little bit, they were horrible. For like 2-3 years, they were horrible. Those two teams are nasty now. Houston was trash for a little bit there. And then they resurrected themselves with the CJ Stroud draft pick. A random Steelers fan yelled, "Aaron, retire." As if it's Aaron's fault, bro. As if it's Aaron. The only reason this poverty franchise made it is because Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers leaves press conference after being asked another Mike Tomlin question.
Being with Mike for a season about him.
I've answered that a number of times. I've talked extensively about how I feel about Mike. And I just did in that fucking answer.
Ooh, wow. Give it to him.
Thanks.
Yeah, sometimes, dude, honestly, I empathize so much with this portion of the National Football League. Oh, losing a huge playoff game, getting embarrassed, getting shit on, and then you just got to go in there and entertain these questions that are like, hey, Aaron, how did it feel to get shit on? Hey, Aaron, how did it feel that, hey, Aaron, how did it feel that you threw a pick six at your last year of your career? Mike Tomlin keeping his job, I mean, he technically stepped down, which is like, did he quit before he could be fired? I don't know, but...
Want to look like you're working hard at work.
0-7 in the playoffs is crazy.
Just walk fast everywhere you go.
0-7 in the playoffs is tough. The Steelers are giving Mike Tomlin How did DeKalen Zacharias Metcalf drop this? Don't call him that. You know how he feels about that. Hello, we are going to slime you out. Sincerely, the Texans defense.
One for Metcalf and a drop.
I'd be so fucking pissed. Did you guys feel like there were so many drops in this wild card playoff round? I feel like I watched Jaden Reed drop a ball like that. I watched DK Metcalf drop a ball like that. We watched Jimmy Horn. I watched Puka Nacua dropped a dead nuts touchdown in that Panthers game. It was weird. I don't know if it's like I was looking for it more, so it was on my mind, but dude, it felt like it was drop central out there.
Perfect throw.
A lot of people think that a blind person can't play football.
Dude, come on. We're going to tell a defensive player to get playoff wins now? Come on. CJ, just hold on to the ball and our defense will win this game. It really was, though. I mean, that Texans defense is so good. They didn't have to do shit. CJ Stroud if you didn't have the #1 defense. These dudes are making entire careers out of just looking like NFL quarterbacks. It's incredible. There's a Jordan Love guy. There's a Jalen Hurts guy. There's a CJ Stroud guy. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers in the playoffs. Tell them. Aaron Rodgers and the... JJ McCarthy catching an infinite stray. JJ McCarthy literally catching an infinite stray ever since this clip occurred. It's been like 7 straight weeks of just this. And I'm sorry, JJ McCarthy. Another successful Steelers. Hey, watch. Come on. Impregnate. All right, gentlemen. I will have to catch up on more of these later because MM Fraud is running past his run time on this one. And I got to go to the gym. I love you. You're so handsome. I got more memes for you soon.